I'm Rob, and coming up on R&B Reviews, Ben Affleck's latest directorial effort, Argo, is a suspense film based on actual events. I'll have my review for you coming up.
6 of the hostages went out a back exit. Where are they?
The Canadian ambassadors.
I got an idea.
They're a Canadian film crew for a science fiction movie.
I fly into Tehran. We all fly out together as a film crew. I need you to help me make a fake movie.
So you want to come to Hollywood and act like a big shot without actually doing anything?
Yeah.
You'll fit right in.
They're getting a visitor.
You gotten people out this way before?
I think Ben Affleck is definitely finding his way as a director, especially with his latest movie, Argo. It's based on actual events that occurred during the Iran hostage crisis that occurred between 1979 and 1981, when a group of Iranian revolutionaries took over the embassy, but 6 American hostages managed to escape. The CIA is trying to decide how to get them out before the revolutionaries realize that they are missing. So a specialist played by Ben Affleck comes up with the idea of them posing as a film crew for a fake science fiction movie that is being considered to be shot in Iran. He sets up a production company with a makeup designer played by John Goodman and a producer played by Alan Arkin, they both deliver satirical humor on the Hollywood movie-making business. Ben Affleck, I think, delivers a suspenseful movie that mixes in some dry humor, and I think he succeeds in making the audience feel that they are in that time period. He combines modern, clear film stock with the fuzzy ones that has the dirt artifacts to kind of, it reminded me of how the movies from like the 70s look now and how they were shot. And it also mixes in some actual archival footage from news shows and press conferences, and even advertisements from popular shows and movies of the time. He also manages to successfully balance all the appropriate tones for each of the stories. The Iran subplot has the right amount of suspense, and the Washington segments has really great, strong drama, and the Hollywood one has the perfect comedic tone. And despite the fact that this movie took place a few decades ago, many of the images in this movie, such as flag burnings and protests in the Middle East, as well as the rising American nationalism in the U.S., it still has a very familiar ring with the current events that's going on right now. All the actors, I think, did a pretty good job, and I like that all 6 of the hostages did get some sort of character development, and they did not feel like they were cardboard characters. And I also like John Goodman and Alan Arkin. Again, they bring a sense of comic relief to the otherwise on-the-edge suspense. And what I also kind of found interesting was that all the actors seem to be wearing pretty light makeup, which allows us to see creases and bags under the eyes and gray hair in a way. It's kind of like we were like us being with these characters, like if we were in the office with them or in a car with them and all that. But the only thing is, I really didn't think, I thought Ben Affleck, even though I thought he did a good job directing this movie, I felt that he was kind of miscast as Tony Melendez, the CIA specialist. I have a feeling that he wanted his character portrayed as, just as a regular human being, which is fine. It's refreshing because a lot of films that are based on real events or are about, actual people, a lot of them the leading characters tend to be extremely, charismatic and overly important and I like that Affleck tried to do something different with his character, but I just found him to be kind of monotone. I was just wondering perhaps maybe he should have casted, another actor for the parts, so allowed him to concentrate more on the behind-the-scenes stuff as the director. Argo, I think it's a great suspenseful movie, and even if you're not really familiar with the events of the crisis that took place, I think the film does bring the viewer up to date on what happened and how it came to be that way. So I give Argo a seat in theaters rating, and feel free to leave any comments you have about the movie if you have seen it, and you can also check out reviews of movies that are currently playing in theaters or out on DVD on the channel. Just go check out our main page. So thank you very much for watching.